What's your biggest challenge going forward in terms of your company and promoting fights like this, nights like this?
I mean, you're going to be faced with different challenges. The only thing you can do is just, when you're faced with different challenges, what they can do is just, pray and hope for the best.
Last time you were here in New York, Floyd, you went to visit Donald after the press event. Is there any plans to go visit with the president-elect after this?
But today, you gotta realize this fight week. I just want to focus on the fighters, helping the fighters. Do what I have to do as far as with my company, Mayweather Promotions. It's a big weekend for me, not just for the fighters. I think we're not going to have a good turnout. We'll have a great turnout.
Sellout.
It should be a sellout crowd. I'm happy. I look forward to coming back to New York this year. And I'm happy with my staff. I'm happy with my team. And the main thing, I'm happy with the fighters.
Floyd, you had aside from talent, what do you look for in a fighter?
A lot of fighters you sign. A lot of times fighters that we sign may not become world champions, but somebody had to give them that opportunity and that chance. And that's what we do. We give fighters opportunity and a chance to go out there and try to accomplish what they want to accomplish.
Floyd, you had a great quote when you said, "The only thing God made perfect was your record." What was the reason for that, and how do you extend that perfection to Mayweather Promotions?
I would just trash. I always trash talk, but I think winning and losing shouldn't define how a fighter feels. I think every fighter has a different approach. And I think my approach when I was fighting is totally different from any other fighter. Every fighter has a different approach. Mentally, every fighter is different. But even though physically they do the same thing, they go out there and compete as far as boxing. But mentally, I don't think every fighter is the same.
What will be the difference in your fighter coming out on top of Saturday?
He has to be the same Badu Jack. He has to be the same Badu Jack. I mean, even like with Badu when he was faced with his first loss. Things happen. It was a flash, it was a quick shot. I don't think he was 100% warm. I don't think he was warm. He got caught cold. And he got hit with a good shot. But a true champion can take a loss and bounce back, and he's bounced back. And he's going out there producing.
We were talking to Eddie Hearn before this, and we asked him, Eddie Hearn still thinks that you right now would be able to beat Golovkin. We asked him just about different matchups, and he felt that even at your age and with Golovkin still being busy, that you would still have the skills to beat him at this point. Just hearing that, how does that make you feel?
I just want to say thank you to Eddie Hearn.
You talk about when you watch 2020 Cuba, you were going to promote the Cuban boxing.
I just want to say, thank you to Eddie Hearn. When I got in the sport, the main thing I really did was just take one fight at a time. You see me for so many years. My thing was just each fight. Every fight played a major key. Even if it wasn't a pay-per-view bout, every fight played a major key. And that was really just my mind, that's how my mental was.
You said on ESPN the other day that there's a 95% chance that you retired, even at 5% chance open. Will you revisit that at all? Or were you just saying that because you were on set?
Different days you feel different ways. Today I feel a little different from how I felt yesterday. Today maybe 100% chance I want to stay away from the sport of boxing. I'm older. I'm older. Next month I'll be 40. I gave boxing a lot, and boxing gave me a lot. And I had a great career. It's time to help other fighters accomplish their dreams and accomplish their goals.
Is there any aspect of the fight game that you miss? The training, the camaraderie, mixing up the gloves, doing the sit-ups?
I did it my whole life. I did it my whole life. I don't miss anything about boxing. I don't mind doing the events to help the fighters, and of course, I'm going to help my company grow. I want to build my company. You know, everything takes time. Like I always say, everything takes time.
Floyd, you sparred Delore May. Can you give a little bit of insight onto how that work was and what made you fight him?
Actually, I think, you know, Adrian Broner, I had Adrian Broner come out because Adrian Broner was going through a roller coaster ride. Had him come out so we can sit and talk and vibe. So Adrian Broner came out, and some other fighters came out. Some other fighters was in the boxing gym, and I said, you know what? I haven't been boxing over a year, almost 2 years. I said, I'm gonna box. I said, I'm gonna spar today. So we boxed.
Spar with no mouthpiece.
You pride yourself in being a savvy businessman. Can Floyd, the businessman, convince Floyd, the fighter, to come back for one more if the price is right?
Once again, I'm not desperate for money. And anybody that's trying to force me to come back or ask me to come back, they cannot care about my family or my health. You know, Ali, it was time for Ali. Should have hung it up a lot earlier. You know, a lot of fighters out here can barely talk, can barely walk. And if you don't have a sharp mind, I don't care how much money you got, you're gonna lose it all. You're gonna lose it all.
Floyd, you show that you're really passionate about being a promoter, meaning you're not just a guy in the back, you're hands-on. You go out to gyms to look for talent. You've traveled to Brazil. What is the first thing you look in a young, talented fighter, whether he's an amateur or starting?
I can't say. I don't want to sit right here and let the cat out the bag. If I say that, then other promoters are going to look for the same thing that I look for. So I'm not going to.
All right. So who's the most talented fighter you have on your stable now in the TMT? Would you say if you had to?
I'm not going to say that because that's a fighter can be one way one day and be another way another day. So I can't really say that.